Hey now, YouTube. Joey brings it back again. Cali. Sunday night here in Cali. Really cold outside. We just got a weather advisory on our cell phones stating that it's going to freeze tonight. What? It never freezes here. Bring in your pets. Cover your plants. It's going to freeze tonight. Okay. I guess we'll just stay inside. How weird. The one day of the year it's going to freeze? Okay. But what do we do when we're inside? Look at our collection, look at our cards, and what do we like to do here on YouTube? Share our collections. Tonight I'm going to share with you guys 3 cards from back in the day when I was growing up watching NFL football. Favorite position, running back. My top 3 running backs that I used to watch every weekend, every Monday night, in the playoffs, in the Super Bowls. Man, the 3 greatest guys that I love. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Hey, baseball season's coming up. Once baseball season starts, we're going back to baseball, full throttle. But right now, we're in a little lull, more NFL videos. I have a really cool, I think it's a nice little football autograph collection. And I'm going to keep sharing it with you guys. So, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like. Sunday night in Cali. It's freezing. That's okay. Like I like to say here on YouTube. Here we go. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to get some music ready, kind of like a prelude to the first card that's going to come up. I don't know if you guys know this song or not, but once you guys listen, it's going to bring back memories, guys.
Houston has the Oilers, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, always in control. And when you say the Oilers, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers #1. Yes, we're the Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers #1.
Who remembers this guy? Who remembers this song? 1978. Houston Astrodome, Monday Night Football against the Miami Dolphins. He had already scored 3 touchdowns. They're up by about 4 or 5 points. All he needed was a first down. It was like 2nd and 8. He just needs a first down on their own, like 18-yard line. And this guy was exhausted. He had been pounded all night. And he just broke it on Monday Night Football for like 90 yards in front of the Houston faithful. The blue and white pom-poms were just going crazy. Howard Cosell was in the booth saying, "He's gone! He's gone!" Oh my gosh, this is what I remember growing up. I love this card. 1979 Topps, All Pro, Hall of Fame, rookie, Earl Campbell autograph. Man, when you talk about football cards, this, like I've mentioned before, this is a set the year that I started collecting in baseball and in football. I was 10 years old, 1979 Topps. I just love these cards. Crazy. Let's get some more music going here. I don't know. It's just the era that I grew up in. Running backs were the superstars of their teams. You needed a dominating running game in order to win the Super Bowl, in order to dominate your division. Back in the days, hey, there was no 59 wild cards that made it to the big show in the playoffs. We're talking about you have to be the best, and in order to make it through this tough NFL season, you needed a guy like this. Out of Texas, I just saw the other day A Football Life. Oh man, it was so good. If you guys have not checked out Earl Campbell's A Football Life, it's amazing. But check out this 1979 Topps rookie with that autograph. I'm going to start my February submissions. Let's get some more NFL music going here. I'm going to start my February submissions with this card. All of my January submissions are at PSA right now. I don't know if any of you guys have been sending in cards to PSA right when you click onto the website where it says start a submission. The big red bold letters that PSA is experiencing, an overwhelming amount of submissions, and the receiving times have been impacted, if I'm not mistaken, the quote goes. So everything is running way behind schedule at PSA, but I think that's a good sign. That means people are sending in their cards. Let's get this NFL music going. My Wi-Fi has been killing me last few days. Let's see. Right about there. Perfect. But, good things come to those who wait. I'm going to wait. I've got a ton of cards, and I'm just going to keep sending them and sending them and sending them. That was my New Year's resolution for 2018. I was going to be grading my collection. Not doing a whole lot of buying at all. I'm just focusing. This is the way I figure. You guys let me know if you think differently. I figure that the money I'm investing, grading, submitting my cards, I'm getting it back. Once the cards get into those PSA holders, the value, two things. In my opinion, the value goes up. And at minimum, it's going to hold value forever as long as you're slabbing the right cards. Holding value, if something were to ever happen to me, my family, my wife could sell the cards. They're PSA graded. A lot harder to sell a raw collection. I'm not planning on going anywhere, but these cards, when you start adding up the value, it's up there. So I want my collection graded. I want there to be an easy way to liquidate, an easy way for one of my family members to liquidate if the need were to ever arise. But man, no need to be a Debbie Downer. Let's talk football. I can't wait to send this in. I'm not an expert on Earl Campbell autographs, but that looks like a pretty sharp one to me. Earl Campbell, 91, Hall of Fame. Amazing guy. Love this guy. And I love the cards when they have that AFC All-Pro emblem. Damn, one of my favorite cards growing up. Still today. Like I said, 3 running backs that we're going to talk about. That's one of them right there. But the state of Texas is a big place. Man, mano a mano against this guy who actually is my favorite running back of all time, Tony Dorsett out of Pitt. Right now, you guys remember a couple of videos back, I have at PSA as we speak, I have my 1977 Topps rookie at PSA right now with the autograph. Man, I'm just have my fingers crossed that it's going to grade a Gem Mint 10 auto. But I brought this one out. Like I've told you guys 100 times, I do not collect or really purchase new cards with one exception. The exception is Tony Dorsett, because there are some new cards that are just amazing. This is a guy IPC, and I got this one in my collection. It's a 2015 Topps 60th anniversary rookie reprint autograph. And this one actually looks pretty sharp in the BGS holder with the 9.5 Gem Mint 10 autograph. I'm going to leave it in there. There's no need to cross this one over. It's already at the highest point. And there's really no set registry that this card would go under. I'm going to make the Tony Dorsett autograph set registry, but it's going to be cards from his playing days. This is a new card. This would never go into any registry, so there's no need to take this one out of the slab. Looks great. The highest grade possible. We'll leave that. The Earl Campbell, that one's going into my PSA DNA Hall of Fame register. That one's getting busted out of there, and we're going to put it in a brand new PSA dual service red flip, lighthouse holder. I cannot wait. I will show you guys when all of that comes through. What did we say? 1 running back? No. 2 running backs? No. I was going to show you guys 3 of my favorite running backs from the 70s to the early 80s. This guy was my least favorite out of all, but probably had the biggest impact during that time frame. Check this out. 1973 Topps rookie Hall of Famer Franco Harris, running back Steelers, with that Jim Mint autograph. Check that out. Man, that's a sharp, bold, black Sharpie autograph. For 10, it's already graded PSA DNA, but there's no auto grade. So I'm gonna send it into the dual service, and for $10, as much as a junky pizza from Domino's costs, I'm gonna get this in the brand new slab. It's gonna be graded, fingers crossed, Gem in 10. And once it's graded, I will be able to put it into my Hall of Fame Joey Brings It PSA set registry. These 3 guys, man, like I said, during their time, NFL running backs dominated. We're talking Super Bowls every year, NFC, AFC championship games every year, top of your divisions, rumbling, bumbling, busting through the line, 100 yards per game. What's Tony Dorsett's all-time record? This guy is like, I think he rushed for 100 yards like 80 or 90 times in his career. Tony Dorsett is like 89-2 when he rushes for 100 yards. That's what running backs did back in the day. Tom Landry did not use this guy a lot. He used them when he was on. Man, he would run 20, 25 carries a game when he was on. But Dallas was such a great team that he did not need to carry the ball 25 times. If he carried the ball 15 times, got his 80, 90, 100 yards, and Dallas was winning, he would pull him out. He would limit his carries, and that's why he lasted so long. He lasted much longer than Earl Campbell. Has more yards, more touchdowns. Earl Campbell was maybe more dominant for a short period of time, and probably not more dominant. He was the dominator during his short 5-year stint where he was just the man. On my previous video, I had shown my 1981 TCMA Greats autographs, and I had a Jim Brown autograph. One of my buddies here on YouTube, Jeff Stipp, he put a quote on there that was just amazing. He said, quote, Jim Brown considers himself and Earl Campbell the best running backs of all time. What? For Jim Brown to say that about Earl Campbell, what does that say? That speaks volumes how good this guy was. Go check out that documentary, A Football Life. His very first carry as a rookie, screen pass from number 7, Dan Pastorini, went for 80 yards for a touchdown. First time he ever touched the ball in the NFL, 80 yards for a touchdown. Man, this guy was bomb. And I've talked about these 2 guys, and this guy is always left 3rd, 4th, talking Walter Payton, 4th, 5th, 6th best running back of his era. He was just underappreciated because he was a little taller and lankier, was not as fast as Tony Dorsett, was not as smooth, was not as pretty. But guess what? Those 100-yard games just added up again and again and again. Why do you think Terry Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls? Because of this man right here. Hall of Famer. As I grew up, I hated this guy. He was the crusher of dreams. He crushed the Dallas Cowboy dreams. How many times? 2, 3 times in the Super Bowl. He crushed Earl Campbell's dreams. How many times did they make it to the AFC title game? And Franco was right there. I mean, the Oilers could have been the best team of the 70s if it weren't for this man. The Cowboys could have been the best team of the 70s and 80s if it weren't for this man and this team. The Oakland Raiders could have been the best team of the 70s and the 80s if it weren't for this guy, this team. I can so appreciate him now. Pittsburgh Steelers with their steel curtain defense, but it was this man right here, Hall of Famer, over 10,000 yards, the man. I love the way this guy ran, smart as heck. Every time he was going to get hit, just would step out of bounds so smoothly. Franco Harris, who can remember, what was it, the Immaculate Reception against the Raiders? I think it was against the Raiders. Incredible, man. These are the cards for my day, for my time. I just wanted to show them today. These three running backs. Tell me what you guys think. I know you guys, a lot of people are going to say, wait a minute, there's one guy that's not here. And we know who we're talking about. Sweetness. Two things about Sweetness. One, just like I've mentioned about my Mickey Mantle selection, I've never been willing to pull the trigger on the Earl Campbell rookie autograph. It's just so expensive. And I think maybe that boat has passed me by. Price is out of this world. But I never considered him on the level of these guys. Let me tell you why. It's not that he wasn't on the level. Two things. A kid growing up, I never saw the Bears. They were a weaker team, never in the playoffs, so you would never see them. Who would you see every Monday night, every Sunday afternoon? You would see the Dallas Cowboys. You would see the Houston Oilers. You would see the Raiders. You would see the Steelers, the Dolphins. You would never see the Bears. And he never made it to the Super Bowls during this era. He made it at the very end. What was it, in 85, 86? These guys' eras was already over by then. But regardless, this is my opinion. This is my experience. These three guys are the guys that did it for me, who dominated the era with their running game. To run the ball like Tony D while the Dallas Cowgirls cheer for me. The Immaculate Reception. And Love Your Blue, Earl Campbell. Just awesome, guys. What do you guys think? Are these cards going to grade autograph PSA 9? Are they going to grade a 10? I don't know. I just cannot wait. I hope you enjoyed my video. I keep thinking it's going to be short. It is never short. Joy Brings It does nothing short. I just go big or I go home. I figured in the back of my head it's going to be a 10-minute video. We're at 17 minutes. Typical. The median average of my videos right here, guys. All right. Once again, Joy Brings It. Cali. I'll be making another video shortly showing more NFL, especially Dallas Cowboys cards. All right, guys. Everybody be blessed. Stay warm. All my buddies at Cali. It's freezing. What the heck? See you guys. Have a good one.